Right, here we are. Another hot day. This is our second journey down to here. We've got a couple of extra hands today. Miners Association. We should all join it. Now, I'm going to show you something. Okay, we've got a very dried up creek. As you can see, the creek is extremely dry. It's a creek in Victoria. Typical creek in Victoria this time of year, middle of January. And she's absolutely dry as you can get. But last week we come here and we done a little bit of specking, and we found one spot that had a bit of water in it, quite a deep area. And I did show you this, but we're going to do it a bit more comprehensive this time. The ledge there, there's a creek that runs down through there, which I suppose it could be carrying something down. We should probably pan something in, I will later. And there's a ledge wall there, and right up the end there, we've got some boys working. There they are. We've got one cleaning out, we've got one working on the high banker. We're not going to walk through the water, we'll walk through the bush. About 32 or 33 degrees, it's not over hot yet. It'll get hotter. Little track down here, Michael. And Roscoe's joined the crowd.
Yeah, you find one piece of gold, Lenny, and then there's hundreds of people around you.
Yeah, no worries. How's it going, Roscoe? You enjoying doing this, mate?
Oh, we'll see how it's going. Let's hope that we're finding gold here.
Yeah, we know there's a bit there. We know there's a bit there. The high banker's working alright. It's coming out alright. Our speed's working alright.
Speed's looking pretty good.
Beautiful.
A little pump's going well.
It's all been cleaned out. Big Al over here is doing all the cleaning out. How's it going there, Big Al?
Yeah, mate.
Hey, mate.
Got specks of gold in amongst it.
Good.
Taking a pan now.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
All good.
Been doing this for a few years now, Big Al.
Yeah, for sure.
No, we get out as much time as we can, me, you and Mick, and now that young Roscoe's joined the group. And over here, this is where we're working. This is a little hole we had last week, and it's a little bit bigger this week. But it's got full of pay dirt, so we're going to keep on cleaning it out. Right, so anyhow, after this, I'll come back later on. We'll maybe Alan might be able to show us a bit of colour. We're doing a little bit of panning.
This is only a bit of leftovers.
Yes, a little bit of leftovers. We're going to see if there's any specks in there, which I'd be probably a bit disappointed there wasn't, because every pan we've had has had 4 or 5 specks, and some have had more in them. And it's only like a little scoop. What else we got there? That's good. Right, mate, so what's that?
Pieces in there, look.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't sort of got rid of most of it yet.
Oh, you'll see it. Put your glasses on, inspect the wrecks, we call him. Look, the cold creek flows through here, but at the moment she's not flowing nowhere. We'll pump that water out of that hole and let it run up there, get out the way. The water's just recirculating itself, going back in this hole there. So how'd you go, Al? Nothing? Nothing much? Oh yeah, look, there's a couple of little specks there.
Yeah, one there,
one,
one
two,
there.
three, yes. There's a couple of little specks there.
That was only just
Bit more
leftover
there.
stuff
Yeah.
from the bottom of the pot.
No, that's all good.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, we'll come back later on. Ross is nearly at the bottom of his lot there. We're going to go and have a bit of lunch. Ross in a minute, eh?
Yeah, we'll have a look and see how Lenny's swift's working.
Oh, no, it's working good. It's all working good. We'll clean it out at the end of the day. Don't get to doing it now. We'll do it before we go home. Clean it out. There's not much rubbish in there. I mean, that's a good thing about it. You see that miner's moss? You buy that miner's moss from that bloke from Broadford? That's me, that is. Nice, good, thick miner's moss. Some reckon it should have a back on it, but guess what? They can put the back on them. I'd rather run it through into the ripple mat. Just grabs all of it and stays there. Beautiful. Alright, we'll come back later on and we'll see how we go. Right, this is the end of the day. We got here about 10 o'clock this morning. 9:30, 10 o'clock. Had a bit of a break for a while. And that's all the wash we got. And, Ross has got it in his hand. We're going to give that a bit of a clean out in a minute. This is the ripple mat. And you'll see little specks of gold all the way through there. A lot of it's been washed down because we've already given it half a wash. And the miner's moss has been cleaned out. We'll clean that down again a little bit more later. But the main concentrate will be in here. And I think if you look at that, Alan, and hold it onto that, I'll get a little bit of this. Ross goes, no, you've got none left with all them pans. There's one here.
Oh, I took a couple of them up there just a minute ago.
No, that's all right. We'll use this big one here as a beauty. Right, so this one here, this pan here, is from the ripple mat. Most of this stuff here. Now, I'm not going to throw this away. So we'll keep all this, all right? There's all our concentrate. I'll put it through the little McGurk.
At home. The one at home.
Hey?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I've got a little clean out at home. All right, so this is all the fines out of the ripple mat. That's all right. All right, we'll just have a little bit of a peek in there. Probably throwing half it in there, but it doesn't matter. See what we've got there. There's little specks in there. Little specks in there. Come on, see that?
What's going on? You found specks in the pan?
Yeah, there's a few little specks in there. Just get that in.
I'll show it. There's a one speck there, another one up the top there.
Yeah, well that's out of the riffle mat. Yeah. So that's okay.
Good,
so what we'll do now, tip it all into there, Rust, a whole lot of that.
Yeah, there's a nice little chunk up there. Yeah, it's up there. Yep, that's a nice little piece there.
Yeah, okay.
Just
right,
try and
so
show
what
it
we're going to do...
Oh, there you go. That's
nice.
One.
Yeah, so if there's a nice
couple more in the corner up
there. Yeah, I've got those.
A few pieces.
Yeah, got a couple of them just come up now.
Yeah.
So we've got about 5 or 6 specks there.
Yeah, there's not a lot in there, but you don't normally get a real lot. There's still more in that wash there.
Yeah,
so
I've seen some in there.
Mainly, mainly this is where we're going to have it. This will be...
Want some more water?
We'll take a bit of this out, and then I'll do the other one. I'll get the other one done too. I'm going to don't throw none of this out, of course. This is all your hard work in there. Take a bloody couple of big holes out of there. Show that hole over there, Ralph.
Oh, yeah.
While I'm doing this a bit of panning, just showing the big hole and a little hole over what you've done. You've done it all by hand.
Look at that. The size of that hole.
Like I said, it was really rough here. Now you come back to me in a minute.
There's another hole.
See how rough I'm going.
Where the rocks have been broken up and we found quite a bit of gold underneath that. Should find a fair bit of gold in these pans.
Alan, come over here and have a look at a bit of the colour. You want a bit of colour? Look at a bit of colour coming out of this. Right, we'll get a little bit of colour come out of this. You start seeing the big flecks of it there.
Right, yeah, look at that one.
Look at that. All that. There's a shotgun pellets in there, look at that. But there's lots and lots now. Of course, see, that's why we're not going to throw none of this out, because I'll put this through a little clean out at home and we don't lose the speck out of it. So that last little bit here, well, they're roughly cleaning this out, of course. Like I said, I won't try none of this out until I...
Is that some Roscoe out of that, is it?
I haven't. This is a seed can that I've used this before.
Oh yeah, I've got one too, but they're not easy to use.
You're not happy with that, are we? Right, so that's good. So that's all cleaned out. Right. So we've got all that, this is all that concentrate. It's all gone in that bucket there, mate. Not going to waste none of it. But
No, we never waste
£3 pound of gold on this. I can feel how heavy it is.
We hope so.
But
We
I'll
always hope so.
don't worry, when I get a chance, I'll clean it all out. Hopefully I'll do it tonight. I'll see how we go.
Found any bits in there, Roscoe? No. Yes.
I could be, but I haven't reduced it very much.
Roscoe looking in the green. What do they call those pans? Speed pan.
Speed pan or
They're
super
supposed
duper pan.
to swirl it around and swirl it the other way. It goes through the ripples.
Yeah.
Right now, we're down to the concentrate there.
The glasses on.
Not all of it, but I tell you what, oh look at that. Could you see this coming out there?
Look at those pieces there.
Yeah, it's excellent. Look at all this over here.
Yep.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Yeah.
Oh!
That's all through here.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, you get excited about that.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Look at all through here.
A little bit of mercury there, is it a mercury?
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of mercury.
Gee, we've done good.
Oh, I think we've done well. Wait until we cleaned it right out. You'll see it all cleaned up. It'll be a lot more. I think we've probably got a couple of 100,000 little pieces there. Not about 100,000, but there's a bit there. You'll be surprised what will happen to this because it's got mercury with it.
Yeah.
It sticks together. See the mercury?
Gee whiz.
Yeah.
You can see that little bit of mercury. That's mercury from the miners.
And we'll all around too, mate. So, yeah. I haven't got, we need to bring this down. Can't
Look at that. Have a look at that.
Look at all those pieces.
Put it in the sun. Yeah, just get the sun on it. Look at
Yeah, and that's not, there's a lot, oh, look at the edge of here.
Yeah, it's all over here. There's a great
Yeah.
pile of herd of it over here.
Oh,
Talking about herd, I've got to get home and watch that. Oh, look at it.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. Anyhow, well done, man.
All right. So,
Absolutely beautiful. Put
yeah,
all that in
good
there.
job, good job by the boys.
yeah.
Put all in there, so we don't lose none
I
of it.
haven't reduced this.
And
down.
Mick
Do I
as
drop-
well.
do I
Mick's
drop this
crooking
in?
going
Just
home.
see, because I can't get it out of that green can.
I know what you can do with that, but I won't say it on camera.
Yeah.
So this is the same concentrate? Yep. So you'll find there'll be more in this. So we'll have to get one of these, Al. Nice big pan. I like these buggers.
Yeah. I like that other one, mate.
Oh, yeah.
That, you know, the other black one?
Oh, yeah, no. That's,
That's the three spots behind here.
Yeah, look at it. Oh, yeah.
One there,
there's a bit there.
one there,
Bit there.
and one over here. So the three splits there.
Yeah.
And there and one there. There's a nice little split there.
Right,
We've got quite a few specks today, haven't we?
There's up here, there's two more up here.
Yeah.
One there, one there, one there.
Yeah.
Roscoe, that's your pan it had in it. Look.
Look at the pieces
Yeah,
in there.
yeah.
And then I'll get out of this shade. Oh, hang on.
Right, so we'll
Go
put
on the
that all
side,
together and
Look at all those pieces in
You got
there.
a few more here
Look
too.
at
I don't know if there'd be any kilograms worth, but
No,
at the end of the
Put
day,
this in there, so about another 5 or 6 pots in
yeah,
there.
put it all in there.
Put it all in together.
You got it?
Well, that's a good day's work. Just a bit of a hobby, but it's great work.
So well done.
Well done, yeah.
Well done, man.
Yeah, well,
Right, put that in there. Pan,
right up.
take the concentrate. We'll put all that concentrate, that's all we got for the whole day, men. That's
That's
it.
it, all down to that.
Alright, so about 2 tonne of dirt, that much concentrate. That's it.
Doesn't pay for the fuel, but
Doesn't pay for the fuel.
it's fun.
But that's all a
It's a
hobby.
bit of
you know.
fun.
Just a bit of fun.
Right, okay.
Hobby.
Give that to me.
Right, yeah.
It's probably still going, Roscoe's packing up, we're packing up now. It's bloody late in the day, and I think we've done well. I'll turn her off. Whoop. And I'll clean out later on. When I do the clean out, I'll put it all together and you men will see what we've got, and so will everybody else. So thank you. Right, this is the clean up after being out all day yesterday. This is the Angus McKirk clean up little unit I've got set up. The water's just recirculating. We showed this the other day. I've got just set up on the back veranda here. It's warm this afternoon, so I'll have a nice quiet drink while I'm doing this. It takes a little bit of time, not too much time. Now, this is our hay dirt from yesterday. And we were there from about 10:30 or 10 o'clock till probably about 3:30 we stopped, so we had a little bit of a break for lunchtime. And the Highbanking ran all day most of the time. We had somebody using it, and that's the fines, which we'll turn this on. It's not a raw lot. It's a bit hard to see that. It's not going to tell me what it is. It says it's 3.8 kilos of pay dirt there, less a little bit of the plastic tub, so the Highbanking cleans it out pretty well. One thing I did find when I got back today is the miner's moss. It's a bit hard to clean it out properly down at the creek unless you've got a pressure hose, but I washed it out today and I was surprised to see some of the bigger pieces that were stuck inside there, which we didn't see in a rough pan look yesterday. So when you get back from being out for the day, get in there and make sure you clean your miner's moss out, because you might get a pleasant surprise like I did today. Now, before I start, I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do, and I'll come back later on. We're just going to feed this nice and slowly. I might have to adjust as I go along, but I just use a teaspoon, or not a teaspoon, a big spoon. And just stick it in there like that. And you just run that through. It runs it through, and she catches just about everything. I don't see anything come out of there that's gold coming out of this end. It's pretty good. It catches it. I might have to increase the angle a little bit there, which I will. But that'll just push it through. And if you need to, you can always give it a little bit of a top up with the water. And once that's all done, I'm going to keep on doing that, so I can't sit here all day and showing you how this gets done, but basically that's what we're doing. A little pump, recirculating it, stopping from getting in here. Little lithium battery, 12 volter, and there we have it. And I'll probably put that on a slightly bigger angle, I think. If I put that on a bigger angle, that'll work better, and we'll get a bit more out of it. We'll see how we go. Straight away, we're getting a bit more dirt coming down there, but that's good, and that's what we want. And normally when we have a clean out, you'll see all the gold all up this end if we got any gold in there. I know there's got to be gold in there because we seen it in the pan. We were cleaning up yesterday, and I seen a bit coming out with the clean up. Alright, so we'll come back a bit later on and we'll show you a bit more when we get closer to the bottom of it. Alright, it all recirculates. Well, one thing that I do like doing, which I haven't done, I like putting a bit of soap in it, because if there's any really flat gold in this, it tends to make it float. The soap, it's biodegradable. It's a little bit in there, and I'll wash it in and just recirculate itself. And it's not washing the dirt, this breaks the static electricity in the water, and any fine gold that may want to float will let them stop it from doing it. The other thing that I noticed when we were cleaning up yesterday down there and in pans was the old miners had a bit of mercury, been sitting down there probably for 150 years, so that's not unusual to see gold with a bit of mercury on it, and you'll find what it happens, it'll suck the other gold into it when you do a clean up, so you may see some mercury on this later on when we clean up, only little bits, but it does attract the other gold. Alright, so we'll come back a little bit later on and see how we're going. Just put another scoop in there. You can just keep on a scoop that in there if you want to. I'll just take it nice and slow just to show you what's happening. So I've got probably pan it out a little bit more and get a little bit more out of it. But, we'll see how we go. Right, okay, I just spent a fair bit of time putting that through because you just can't go too quick with it. But I've got it all out, it's all gone, the pan's empty, it's all in here, all the pay dirt's in here. I'm going to go over this again, not today, but I'll go over it again and make sure that we're not losing anything. But I can see in there, I can see a nice colour through there, got those top riffles. I'll just turn that off for a minute. There you are, right at the top there, there's a lot in that one, a fair bit in that, and some nice big pieces in there, and there's pieces in there, there's 4 riffles, a bit more there, don't know about there, there might be some, but then it starts to drop right off, so it's good, it's catching it all from up point onwards. From there down. Alright, there's some nice big pieces in there. Nice big pieces. Alright, so what I'll do what I've done the other day, which is not easy. I'm going to turn this up, put the water back on, and we're going to catch all the gold and a bit of muck that's still in there, which I'll clean up quite easily. Hold that on there for a minute and we'll switch that on. Not very easy, is it? Not too easy at all, but I'll tell you what, there's a bloody bit up in there. Have a look at that. It's a whole day's work, but there's a fair whack in there, which is good. I'll see if I can flush it out with this. It's not going to be easy. I'm going to take this off there. I'll just take this off there. So I've cleaned that all out, but it looks like it's pretty well cleaned out. And what we'll do, I have another pan here. We'll see how we go. Pan this stuff. Oh, look at that. Have a look at that. Have a look at that. It's sure got a little bit in it right enough. I don't think it was too bad of a day's out. I'll just pound it in this pan. Bit of shells. Can't see a lot there at the moment, but they're all in the riffle. It's all in the riffle. Alright. Look at that, some nice big chunks in there. Have a look at that. Have a look at the cut of that, eh? That's a really good clean out. That is an absolute great clean out. And that, bit of lead shot in there as well. But you see the mercury there? The mercury attaches to the gold. I'm going to have to clean that out, but I'm going to, yep, I'm pretty pleased with what we've done there. Get some gold in there. Absolutely magnificent. Alright. Take a picture of that, turn it off.